time, please welcome Class President Elizabeth Lee to the podium.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here on our special day. It's incredible to really just, for one, be in person for the first time since the pandemic, and it's so wonderful to see friends and family all around us. And yeah, I just want to congratulate our class too, guys. Let's just give ourselves Yeah, wow, guys, we made it. Let's just take a moment for that to sink in. We walked into New College building in that early morning of September 23rd, 2019, wandering past the scents of coffee and croissants, wafting in the lobby, anxious and excited to start our first class in PA school, PA 540, our favorite class, I'm sure. Gary B at that point was just a room. It was just a name on our schedules, but it would soon become the space where the first conversation happened between you and your now lifelong friend. The first time where that light bulb went off between a complicated disease process. The first medical meme made sense to you. The first realization that generic farm names are actually another language. The first palpitations were felt after submitting your test on Exemplify. The first time you heard Dr. Livingston use the term beautiful little parasites. The first time you formed little friendship herds in our self-assigned seats. The first time you started to think past the point of what to what next. I could go on, but in summary, this is the place where it all started. Our journey from PA student to PA certified. And it didn't stop at that fateful, decades-old lecture hall, but moved on to the couch at home. The world, let alone PA school, drastically changed in late March of 2020. And we had to take it in stride. Thinking back to it all, I'm amazed, beyond words, at our resiliency and perseverance to learn, despite the transition from in-person to on-screen, to communicate despite self-isolation, and succeed despite the enormous emotional, physical, and mental battles we had to fight. Some of us stayed in Philly, while others traveled back home to finish the last 6 months of didactic year. Yet, we managed to stay connected and have virtual hangouts, game nights, study sessions, and challenge bowls. We held each other tighter because this unique struggle could only be survived with support from classmates, faculty, friends, and family. And then finally, we were able to stretch our legs and hit the ground running into rotations. There, we finally began to see the bigger picture of what PAs did and how the medical team worked in harmony, or not. This was the hospital or office where we started to form an idea of who we wanted to be. How can we challenge ourselves to be culturally competent? How do we stand up when we see things that are just being done because it's always been that way? How do we form trusting relationships with our patients? How do we lean into our unique gifts and areas of expertise and also know where to turn to others for help? These are some of the questions, whether conscious or not, that have yielded answers that have or will become our principles and then our practice. I hope we give ourselves the time to reflect on why we originally came into this profession and evaluate what has and hasn't changed in the ups and downs of PA school. We need to hold on to that spark and our values as we step into this career because they will ground us in our words and our actions. The abundance of knowledge poured into us during didactic year the mental hurdles we've jumped from pre-pandemic to current pandemic just to be here, the hands-on experience we've gained from primary care visits to assisting in the OR, all have accumulated to this point. We get to decide who we will be, not only as medical providers, but also as the keeper of private and precious information for our patients. It is an honor to be given this responsibility, and I hope we never forget it. It is an honor to stand with this cohort today, an amazing, determined group of individuals who have conquered so much more than we had ever anticipated when we walked into Jerry B. I'm so excited to see how each one of you will change the world and the people that you touch. Everyone here is exactly where they're meant to be. And from here, you'll go exactly where you're meant to go. No matter if you're placed a couple blocks away from here or an ocean away, you'll always have the Drexel PA Class of 2021 family to come back to. There's no other class I'd rather graduate with today. So guys, you made it. Congratulations, Class of 2021.